if any of you guys are watching the Olympics this year, then you most definitely have heard of Raygun. Raygun was the Olympic breakdancer for Team Australia, and she quite possibly stole the entire show of breakdancing because she became the most well-known thing from that event, and it wasn't for anything good. Like, she was literally well-known because she completely embarrassed herself. Put on what is apparently considered the worst breakdancing performance in Olympic history. And it's the only breakdancing we'll ever see in the Olympics because it's not coming back. The Olympics are not returning for 2028 apparently. And I honestly believe it was because her performance was so shitty. Because realistically, how does someone like her actually get into the Olympics? Because there is no way Australia had no one else to pick for her, to pick for them besides Raygun. Because oh my god, with some of the things she was doing, it seems like she literally lied on her job resume and got the job that same day. Because how in the world did she make it to the Olympics of breakdancing? Like, there were some of the craziest things she was doing during breakdance. She wasn't even breakdancing. She was doing like this choreography of some random, like, I don't fucking know, some random play from high school or something, because what she was doing was not breakdancing. She was not doing any sort of breakdancing. She was over there hitting with some bunny hops and shit, some fucking Michael Jackson choreography of Thriller. Like, it's actually embarrassing how she actually even managed to make it to the Olympics and represent Australia. And it clearly didn't go well for her. She scored no points in the games. But after all this happened, it has completely turned her around. In fact, she actually signed a deal where she made $2 million a year guaranteed. I can't remember the company, but she made a deal for $2 million guaranteed because she went out and completely embarrassed herself. If that isn't a fucking absolutely insane statement that she quite literally went out, embarrassed herself, and she is now making $2 million a year, that is wild. Like, I guarantee you she's probably making more money than any of the breakdancers did at that event. It's actually insane. But the insanity has gone even deeper because I think we may have just gotten the most insane thing about this whole Raygun breakdancing situation. This is probably one of the craziest things I've seen come out from the Olympics. Apparently, according to I can't remember what it was called, but apparently in the sport of breakdancing, Raygun is ranked as the #1 breakdancer in the world. Yeah, the girl who went out there doing some bunny hops and Thriller choreography in the Olympics is ranked #1 in the world. If that isn't just to show you how much of a joke breakdancing is as a sport, then I don't know what the hell to say to you. Her, #1 in the world. She literally went out there, completely embarrassed herself, did no breakdancing. I guarantee you could go to Vegas and find a breakdancer on the Vegas Strip who could breakdance miles better than her. And you're telling me she's ranked the #1 breakdancer in the world? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's actually insane how much of a joke breakdancing is taken. How this girl who literally went out there, embarrassed herself, scored no points in the games, is somehow ranked #1 in the world. Hell, I don't even think she's even ranked #1 in her city. I wouldn't even say she's even ranked #1 in her city. I don't know where she lives. I know she lives in Australia, but I wouldn't even say she's even ranked #1 in her city. And the fact that they put her as the #1 breakdancer in the world, it just shows how much of a joke they think breakdancing is when they have her as their #1 athlete. Yeah, it sucks. It's crazy. It's actually wild how much of a turn this entire situation has taken for Raygun. Like, obviously, she had no idea that any of this would happen. She had no idea that the meme would be so big or that she would make $2 million a guaranteed a year off of this, or just become the #1 ranked breakdancer in the world. I know she had no idea that any of this would happen, but it's still a fucking insane thing how she literally went out there, embarrassed herself, and she's getting all of this. Well, she's ranked #1 in the world, which clearly should not be a thing. She shouldn't even be ranked top 10 in her country. She shouldn't even be ranked top 30 in her country. Like hell, even lower than that. But yeah, I just want to talk about this because it's getting crazier with Raygun. How all of this is coming out because she literally embarrassed herself in the Olympic Games, and it just shows how much of a joke breakdancing as a sport is being taken when she is the #1 ranked breakdancer in the world. And yeah, that's kind of about it, honestly. I'm out of here.